so far we covered, again, the greeting, the qualify, and the verify. Those are, I spend a lot of time on that. As a matter of fact, whenever I want to build my list, that's all I do. I can do that for a whole week without doing anything else and just basically build my cold market list. But at the end of the verify, I have your information, I have notes on you, I have your address more importantly, and I walk away. Notice during these first 3 stages, I'm not talking about send out cards, I'm not talking about my offer, I'm not talking about what I do. I'm basically there to gather information, gather data. This can be applied at, it could be applied at a social function, it could be applied at a family function. Well, what are you there to do? You're there to greet, qualify, verify. That's it. At a family function is the last place you want to be doing presentations. In fact, I never do a presentation unless it's done under my terms and I have your undivided attention, and this is going to work my way there. Okay, so greet, qualify, verify, that's building your list on the list share sponsor. Okay, so now what are the next steps? The next step after I have this information is the record step. You're going to have to record that lead somewhere. Fortunately for us, we have a great contact management system and we can record them right into our greeting card manager. I have people that take pictures, that use apps that take pictures and build their list that way in an Excel spreadsheet and absorb it all into the contact manager. There's a lot of different ways to record, but it is a step. And mind you, I have this little chart up here because this is a tracking chart and you should be able to check off that individual, Maria, let's just use for an example, as I'm processing Maria through my system. There's got to be tracking involved in this. You're always going to want to track every one of your leads. If you're not tracking, you're not doing something right. So bust out a piece of paper, write out a name, put some boxes down, write your list, and start tracking people right. You understand? Because now if I went through these steps and then the next step would be to send, so I would send them a card, I just completed the first 5 steps. You follow me? Yeah. And they're done in steps because I can come from a network marketing event and I can get home with a bunch of greeting cards, or a bunch of business cards, and I might not have time to record them and to send them a card. But at least I know that I've done the first 3 steps, I put them in my tracking manager, I'm tracking them now, and I know exactly where they are in my business. So that way, tomorrow, when I open my book, I can say, oh, there's Maria. Oh, I remember her now. Yeah, that's right. I did the first 3 steps, but I haven't sent her a card or I haven't recorded her. And then I'm going to sit there and do that. You know, sometimes we wake up and we say, well, what do I do today? If you do this, you'll have things to do because you're going to be systematically processing people through your system. So now on the send stage, we're going to send them a card, and it's just going to be a friendly card. It's not going to have any kind of promotional material. It's usually, more than likely, it has my business card scanned in the card, and it's going to say something like, hey, it was great to meet you. I'd like to hook up with you in the future. Let's build on this networking. Something simple, something friendly. If you can record something personal that you had, then that's even better in the card because they're seeing that you paid attention. So I love to get my people through the first 5 steps because now is where the fun happens in the subsequent 5 steps. The first 5 steps are basically, let me get your information, let me get the ball rolling, let me get a card out in the mail, and let me do some follow-up later. And if you're doing this on a regular basis, you'll have plenty of people in your pipeline to follow up with. Okay? So again, you're going to greet, qualify, verify, record, and send, and that completes the first 5 steps in send out cards. We're going to go and break these down in detail, but for this example here, I'm just showing you a little bit about tracking and how I go ahead and process people through. I'll end right there, and I'll catch you on the tail end where we'll cover the next 5 steps.